Hello, people of the internet. It's Adrian, bringing you another video that's a little out of the box. I'd like to talk about something a little different, something that a lot of people have been talking about. It may not be serious. Actually, it is serious. It's, as you can guess it from the title, it's climate change. I would probably put something as real or fiction. It's real. That's all I have to say. That's basically my opinion too. But more people would believe that it's real more than it's just something that the earth would possibly cause, such as weather change. This is why people would say what I actually screwed up there. Wow. But really though, people would actually explain how it's not real because weather is always changing, and a lot of websites would even explain this, like Life Science. Different medias would say this. People on Twitter actually, which I've gathered, which actually took a while too. But really, this is a great argument that I'd probably say, since people would also ask this bigger question: is it more natural for it to for climate change to happen on Earth, or is it actually more man-made? Since there's more factories being created, there's more people littering and creating land pollution, people making more holes so that they can create a wasteland where a bunch of trash is stuff like there's too much trash, obviously, and people decide to dump it on the streets thinking it's okay, but really isn't. I try to not litter, since obviously it's bad for the planet, and there could be trash cans literally everywhere, or you could just wait till you get home to actually throw it away. It's not that hard. And then there's also water pollution, which is just as bad, if not worse. It's people littering on the water, people leaving plastic, straws, a bunch of other stuff, which can kill sea creatures. Something that a lot of people really like, such as dolphins, turtles, seals, and a bunch of other stuff, even sharks. Even though a lot of people wouldn't like them as much, it's still worth saving. Why? Because we're basically the most dangerous people on Earth. Humans are the most biggest, and we're basically on the top of the food chain. And there's also, like I said, there's different kinds of pollutions, obviously, but there's also air pollution, which, as you can tell, polluting the air is I'd say a lot easier, to be honest. Basically creating a lot of CO2, and there's not enough people to inhale it and exhale breathable air. This is why we actually plant more trees, more seeds. We could actually decompose our trash. I think it's the term compost, and we could turn it into soil, which is actually a very useful thing, instead of just bringing trash in, making more wastelands. It's a terrifying thing, I know, but it's better to at least do it. It's better to at least be able to plant a tree if no one has ever done it. And that's what I like to talk about. And I also like to mention how a lot of people would actually say that weather is natural. And even a few teachers would say so too, that weather's changing, but people have been creating and producing a lot more toxicated gases, basically endangering the earth. So my solution, I gotta catch my breath. So the solution, it's not that hard. Clean up your trash, obviously. Don't litter, especially in the ocean. try to save a lot your mileage in your cars, obviously, since they're going to be producing a lot of smoke. What else is there? Plant more trees too. Find a greener way to produce energy too. There's always stuff that you can produce, and it's a lot easier too. You can even search it up on the internet. And a few things I would say is solar panels and windmills basically create a lot of electricity. And as you can see from like most cartoons or something, it probably there's also ways to create it yourself. Like you can use your own actions to actually make energy. It's amazing too how science can do such an amazing thing. And that's all I wanted to talk about, really. People in the media, they decide to talk about this, but in general, climate change actually exists, which everyone should really know. And man, humans have been destroying the earth in a way, and we gotta save it. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy.